This video is just to quickly go over what is called the special products formula. So I should have said it in the video, but when they ask for special products formula, they're talking about when you are multiplying a number, a binomial times a binomial, and you have the same terms as your first term and your second term, but the signs could be the same, could be different. So these are called special product formulas. I'm not teaching them outright because I feel like that's an extra step. But if you do like formulas, if you're comfortable with them, you're welcome to use them. If you FOIL this as we FOIL anything else, you get 5x times 5x as your first term. So 5x times 5x is 5 times 5 is 25. X times x is x squared. Then you're going to go to 5x times negative 6. 5x times negative, 5 times negative 6 is negative 30, and then the x. Then we'll go to a positive 6 times a positive 5x. Again, 6 times 5 is still 30 with the x. And then you have 6 times a negative 6. 6 times 6 is 36, but a positive times a negative is a negative. So what you'll end up with is 25x squared minus 30x plus 30x minus 36. If I combine these two, it just becomes 25x squared minus 36. And if we look, which one of these does that follow? That was our A. So in this case, A is 5x, B is 6, right? So we have A plus B times A minus B. If we didn't want to do FOIL, we can say A plus B times A quantity A minus B is going to give us A squared minus B squared. And if we look at that, 5x squared is 25x squared and 6 squared is 36. So it follows that special formula. But again, I use FOIL. So I apologize for not informing you of that when I gave you questions that asked you to use the special formulas. Number 12 is x plus 4 squared. So remember, what you need to do here is, so that's the simplified version, we're just kind of unsimplifying it. So we have x plus 4 squared becomes x plus 4 times x plus 4. Same thing we did up here. Well, you can find out which one of these it is, write it like that, or just FOIL it. X times x is going to be x squared. X times 4 is going to be 4x. 4 times x is going to be 4x. 4 times 4 is going to be 16, right? And we're going to combine these. 4 and 4 is 8x. Everything else stays the same. So here we had A is x and B is 4, right? So for this formula, A plus B squared, or A plus B times A plus B, is A squared plus 2 times A times B plus B squared. Now I just substitute. A is x, so I'll call that x squared. 2 times A times B plus B squared. And obviously I should be using parentheses. So x squared is just x squared. 2 times 4 is 8. 4 squared is 16. So I get the same answer. It's just here I've used a formula, and here I've used the same FOILing method you can use for any kind of binomial times a binomial. All right, the next example is 7x minus 4 squared. So if we look at our different choices up here, it's going to be A minus B times A minus B, right? A minus B times A minus B gives us A squared minus 2AB plus b squared. Good. Okay, so here I think my a is 7x, right? And my b is -4 because it's 7x minus 4 times 7x minus 4 when I change that to two bases, right? It's just a base times a base squared. Is, what's a squared? A squared is going to be 7x squared minus 2. What is a? 7x. What is b? -4 plus b squared. So this time it actually is important, I think, to use the parentheses. 7 squared is 49. X squared is x squared. 2 times 7 is 14, right? -2 times 7 times -4. It's going to be 56. X. -4 squared is a positive 16. Okay, so that's if I'm using the special product formula, that's the answer that I get. And then if I just wanted to take 7x minus 4 times 7x minus 4 and FOIL it as if I didn't know the special product formula, 7 times 7 is 49, x times x is x squared, 7 times a -4, -28, x, and then again we're going to do -4 times 7, so it's going to be another -28x, and then -4 times -4 is a positive 16. I'll combine these two, and I'll get 49x squared I made a mistake. Minus 56x plus 16. All right, I did something wrong up here. This should be a positive 4, right? Because I shouldn't be calling b a -4. I should be calling b a positive 4 because it's actually the negative sign is part of the formula itself. So make sure if that's a positive 4, then it's 4 times 7 times -2. So that's a -56. You should get the same answer, hopefully. But those are 11, 12, and 13, just in case you wanted to better understand what they mean when they ask you to solve the problem using the special product formula. Here are the 3 special product formulas that they are talking about on my math lab.